boys, good luck getting laid. Because me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement.
I've been crunching the numbers on the 4B movement, and these boys are about to stop laughing real quick here because it is not looking good for them. But man, do I love watching the immediate consequences of someone's own actions. So before we get into the hard stats, a very quick and undetailed explanation of what the 4B movement is. Women in South Korea were so tired of all the horrible things going on in their country that a smaller subsect of them just decided to boycott dating entirely as a movement. And it caught on and it went viral across the internet, and now a lot of people are thinking, that sounds like a good idea. It started getting a lot of traction here in the US after men started posting things like this as a trend. And even some women, which isn't surprising at this point, sadly. Misogyny is rampant here. And I might be biased because I made this compilation for my own story, but one of my favorites personally is this man's journey. My favorite thing about this is that these men are laughing and celebrating because they don't have to deal with blue women anymore, and we're weeding ourselves out as if we would ever go near them anyways in the first place. But I'm laughing because they're about to start crying because they don't realize how statistics work, and I do. So please allow me to be the one to experience this joy today and walk everyone through the breakdown of the stats. Now, since they're so glad that the blue women are gone, we're going to break down what's left in their dating pool and then proceed to laugh together. So luckily for them, only 40% of women between the age of 18 and 29, according to this survey, are blue. And we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt of pretending that all 37 of the people in the middle would actually consider even going near them, which already feels like a statistical error. But then we look at the male side and we see 25% are blue, okay, but 29 and 44% is everything else we have to add together here. So if you add those two together for the women, that leaves them 58% of the dating pool, again, being delusional enough to believe the middle would touch them. Sure, because I feel like they honestly just need that at this point. But if you add the middle and the red, that's already 73% of men. These numbers already aren't looking great, boys. So now we have to go and look at the US Census data. Now we don't have exactly 18 to 29, but these numbers will still give us a pretty good idea and pretty close. So if we add up all the numbers on the right here for the women and we kind of take a guess at 18 and 19, we're going to get about 24 million. Here it is shown in case you don't believe me. And then if you do the same thing for the numbers on the left that were in that screen, you get 25 million men total. But we're not done yet, and that's already not looking great for them. So if we recall, we were working with about 58% of women were left in their dating pool after the whole goodbye blue. And if you multiply that by the total women, you get about 13.9 million women that are available for them to date. You know, if they can manage to look past their personalities and all their other character flaws as well, of course. But taking the 73% of those men who want those women and multiplying it by their total, which was about 25 million, you get 18.2 million men. So in a delusionally perfect world, you do that math to see how many men that leaves left over. And that already leaves you with over 4 million men. But wait a minute, the blue men aren't participating in the 4B movement, so we have to add them to this pool too. Because they're not going anywhere, they will now be competing with you for the same group of women. So we actually have to take the total number of men and subtract the number of women left in the dating pool, and it leaves you with 11.11 million men. And if you'd like to add the cherry on top to that number, that's 44% of all men. That's almost half of them.